The only person that is stopping you from reaching every goal that you set in your life is the person you see when you look in the mirror every day. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and around the age of 5.5 to 6, my grandparents went to prison for drug sales. During that time, over the next 6 to 7 years, was a time of homelessness. My mother and I lived in various shelters, lived with friends who we could stay with, as well as abandoned buildings, different situations that wasn't an ideal upbringing for a child. For me, I know the road to success wasn't paved before me. I had opportunity for a lot of mentors, a lot of individuals to pour into my life and help me to accomplish that. I met Ron Barrett when I was 13 years old. Ron was a consultant with Chicago Public Schools. I can recall this gentleman walking down the hall one day, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, excuse me, sir, would you like to buy some business cards?" And he turned around and, with his custom-made suit, gave me a resounding no. But he stopped me and he asked me, "Do you want to know why I told you no?" And I didn't really have an answer, but he said, "If you can figure out why I told you no, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon and I'll place the largest order with you." And so I put together this presentation. I went back to school the next day. I waited outside the principal's office around the time he said he would be there. And of course, he came walking in, and I interrupted him. I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Barrett, can I talk to you for a second? I just want to engage you on a product that may be beneficial to you." And he began to laugh hysterically, and he said, "You figured it out." And he said, "I'll buy 2,000 business cards." And from that moment on, we've been very close. He really taught me some valuable principles on carrying myself in a certain manner: integrity, character, humility, a lot of things that still stick with me today. During high school, we had a work-study program. And so I signed up for the work-study program just looking for a job. And that's when Northern Trust called. So of course I accepted, and then went through that process of the first year being the internship year, working while still attending school. We worked full-time during the summer, and then when school started back, we worked part-time while we attended school. Then I graduated from high school, and I had the ability to come on full-time. Going the route of trying to figure out, how do I get to college, how do I make this happen, that wasn't on the top of my priority list. At that time, family life wasn't still completely ironed out. My mother still had her struggles and her demons she was facing with drug use and things of that nature. At that time, the top was getting a full-time job, making some money, and being able to provide for myself. After I spent 6 years in operations and technology, I had the opportunity to join our personal investment management group. My manager at that time, Nancy McLeod, was the one who challenged me early on in the role and asked me, what do I want to do next? I heard it time and time again that, "Derric, you should probably go to college and obtain a degree." So I returned to college at 23 to obtain a bachelor's degree, in which I graduated from the University of St. Francis last May 2013 with a Bachelor's of Science in Organizational Leadership. And I'll graduate with my master's degree in management this month. I've been married for 8 years now to a beautiful woman, Derric Walker, the love of my life. I have 3 beautiful daughters, Amaya, Kaylee, and Megan. The world I'm trying to create for my children is one deeply rooted in my passion and my desire to succeed. It's my heart's desire that I create a legacy for them of faith, hard work, perseverance, and never taking no for an answer. When I look back growing up in Chicago and looking at the progression from that point to now, it's complete amazement to me. Don't look at your current environment or your current situation and believe it's the end. Dream beyond that. Continue to add skills and continue to learn as much as possible. Continue to set goals, continue to achieve those goals, continue to learn from the people around you, and you'll succeed in whatever you do.